Hey guys, Five 5 here with episode number 28 of the Crystal Palace career mode on FIFA 23. It's the final episode of season number 2. We're in an FA Cup final, taking on Liverpool, and we've also got two huge games in the Premier League. One against Wolves, one against Norwich. Win both, there could be a real chance of securing Champions League football. We do need results to go our way. Need a couple of teams above us to lose. We're currently sitting in 7th. So we need to make 3 jumps. We need 3 different teams above us to mess up, basically. But that is in a minute. Because right now, we're in an FA Cup final, taking on Liverpool. Last time we played it was an absolute goal fest. A 4-4. This time, we want to keep the goals down and we want to be on the winning side. Connor Cody is still in the back line. Thankfully, Mark Guehi is back, so Richards has been dropped. But I think I made the right decision in dropping Richards and keeping Cody, the experience at the back line, you know. But 7 minutes in, the first chance comes the way of Liverpool. Nunez's shot, well saved by Dean Henderson. Now Nunez scores against us every single time we play Liverpool. And he seems to score like a brace every single time we play them. But this time, we've got to keep him quiet, and we've got to keep things level as early as possible. Well, you know, things go our way. 10 minutes in, that man right there, from the academy, scored in the semi-final, scores in the final against Liverpool to put us 1-0 to the good. Crystal Palace, we're currently 1-0 to the good. This is what we want. This is what we dreamt of at the beginning of the season. A cup run. We didn't quite have one last year. This year, we have been brilliant in this competition. We've knocked out Spurs. We've knocked out United. Sunderland, Leeds. I think that's it. And then we come to this final. Oh, and Brentford. And come to this final. And we have to perform. And we're doing exactly that. Because all their chances are being defended, they're being saved, they're being cleared, they're getting blocked. And a great last-ditch effort there from Mark Guehi. He denies a Nunez shot that was pretty much guaranteed to be a goal. And 26 minutes in, a loose pass from Van Dijk is intercepted by Riedewald. And there's a chance here to catch him on the counter-attack. No one's really back in positions. They're kind of all over the place. They've fluffed their lines. They don't know what to do. Van Dijk is going to mess that one up for him. Mitchell finds Aribo. Great pass into Fletcher. The run from deep from Loftus-Cheek. Chests it down. Volleys it home. Boom. 2-0. It's a goal and assist for Fletcher. Loftus-Cheek, I think, also got a goal in the semi-final. He's now got one in the final. You love to see it. 2-0. We're cruising. We're playing nice football. We're keeping them quiet on the offensive end. It looks like Connor Cody seemed to be the right choice right now, but a little bit of a misinterception there from Mitchell. Allows the ball to Salah. Salah plays it into Nunez. He somehow touches the ball before Dean Henderson kind of anticipates it going in his direction. Touches it away from him and just kind of slots it into pretty much an open net for himself. Halves their deficit, makes it 2-1. But we go right on the other end. Aribo on the volley. Great save from another great keeper in Alisson. But we are not giving up. We're 2-1 up, but we are not stopping. We're not letting up. We're keeping this pressure on Liverpool. Into the second half. 53 minutes into the game. We give away the ball. And this is a really, really, really insane showing of speed. Theo Hernandez holds off Mark Guehi and slots it. Just bangs it past Dean Henderson. Back on level terms. 2-2. The speed shown on there was insane. Andrew Robertson, had he been on the pitch, wouldn't have done that. Jurgen made a great sign in there, and Theo Hernandez. And in the 70th minute, things are starting to heat up. Players are starting to get tired. Mistakes are starting to be made. And Aribo plays the ball through to Elise. Elise through to Fletcher. He's one-on-one with Alisson. And a great save from the Brazilian shot stopper. Denies us for going ahead once again. And just 5 minutes later, another chance comes our way. Edouard gives away possession. And there is a real counter-attacking opportunity here for Liverpool. David Alaba, over the top, finds Lamar. Our man goes down. They both kind of get up, and it's kind of a weird situation. We give it away. Nunez is there. He plays it across to Luis Diaz, through to Jota. And in the 77th minute, Diogo Jota completes the comeback for Liverpool. 3-2 is the score. There's 10 minutes remaining. We did exactly what we did in the previous episode. We went full on attack, similar to what we did against United. Does it backfire like that game? We'll only have to find out, because 10 minutes remaining. Salah plays it to Trent. Trent gets into the box. He drives into the box, holds off his man brilliantly. We can't clear it away. Bit of fortune on their end. Again, happening a few times here. We cannot get the ball away. And Darwin Núñez seals the game for Liverpool. Makes it 4-2. And then just a few minutes after that, to rub salt in the wounds, the ball's played through to Mo Salah. Rounds the goalkeeper. Doesn't have the angle to shoot, but eventually it is going to fall to them. We get it away. Counter-attacking opportunity, not quite a poor touch. We lose possession again. Finds Jota. And after being subbed on late in the first half, Jota goes and gets his second goal of the game. Secures the FA Cup victory for Liverpool. They'll be lifting the trophy. We're not going to be watching it. We're straight out the stadium. We've got our second place medals. We've clapped them. We've left. It's a shame what happened. But we have to bounce back instantly in the Premier League. We have to bounce back like that. We cannot dwell on that result. We have to get a result here against Wolves. Maybe have the revenge tour. The WrestleMania revenge tour here against Wolves. Just take all of our anger that we should have taken on Liverpool. Take it out on Wolves, unfortunately for them. But Loftus-Cheek plays it through to Fletcher early doors. And you can tell, we mean business in this game. Wolves are a pretty defensive team. Never really score too many goals. They're normally the team that, scores. I think they've got, the last season they had, for every goal they conceded, they scored one goal. They had an even record, and it was, less than 30, or some shit like that. But, like I said, all the attacking output coming our way. Sooner rather than later, we will score the goal. And we're hoping that it comes before half-time. Loftus-Cheek, one of the goal scorers in the previous game, lays the ball off to Edouard, who, I have to say, has been poor since Martial went down. He's great as a super sub coming on. As a first-team starter, he's not playing in his natural position. That's kind of because Fletcher can only play at striker. He can't play at left mid. If we had a backup left mid, Edouard would be at striker. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way, and he results in playing on the left-hand side. I think he's only scored once in the time that Olise scored 10 or whatever. Fletcher scored probably 10 as well. So next season, I think I will look to sell on Odsonne Edouard. Try and get some money, bring in maybe a free agent striker to get me through until Martial is back. So we can keep Fletcher up top as well. But I think signing a backup free agent striker, maybe a regen, a new gen, something like that. Hopefully they can keep us through till Martial's back. As I said, he'll only be out for maybe a month and a half of next season. So it's vital we get him back. And it's vital we kick next season off quickly. The team is ready and raring to go. We're probably going to get a lot of money, that European football money, because we are guaranteed European football. Whether it's Europa League, whether it's Champions League, whether it's Conference League, we don't know yet. But right now, all we care about is keeping this victory against Wolves. We're 2-1 up. They scored through Hwang Hee-chan. Edouard lays it off to Olise. Olise puts it in the back of the net in the 81st minute. Secures the victory for ourselves. That's 3 more points for our total. It's what we need. It's what we've been craving. And it just puts us in a good place when it comes to our league position. Game ends 3-1. As I said, 3 points picked up. And when we look at our league position going into the final game, 6th place, 65 points. A win, we go up to 68. We could potentially finish 3rd. We lose, we can finish as low as 7th. We have to win, and we have to have other results go our way. I've been saying it for these past few episodes. We need things to go our way. We need the luck majorly in this final game. Thankfully, the teams that are above us and around us are playing some pretty difficult teams. So we have to rely on other teams. Not really ideal, but if we can beat Norwich, who are bottom of the table, we've got a chance. First chance though, 25 minutes into the game. Dean Henderson. That's not what you want on your final day of the season. A little diving headbutt, Van Persie-esque, into the nutsack, but That don't matter. Shake it off, Dean. We need to win this game. We've got a game to win. And Elise charging down this right hand side. He's got two men in the middle to aim for. He's going to go it alone. Eventually finds Fletcher. Fletcher strikes it. Fletcher finds the back of the net. And every goal he scores is convincing me more and more and more and more to convert this guy to a striker and for him to be our star striker next season. Right now, he's not going to be. He's not going to be right now. But, like I said, if Martial doesn't get back to form, if we can find a suitable replacement in the midfield for Fletcher, 100% we'll convert him back to a striker. But for right now, he's going back to that centre mid position next season where he can come from deep and finish it off kind of like this. You know, kind of like that. Comes deep, arrives late, 2-0, and this game is pretty much said and done. We're 2-0 against Norwich, who are bottom of the league. They've got nothing to play for. They've been kind of relegated for a few months now, it really feels like. And yeah, I mean, they're playing for nothing. They're playing for pride at this point. But they're not even playing in front of their home fans. It's ours to lose at this point, and it's against Norwich. And if we lose this, I'll walk away from the job. I'll sack myself. And some pressure. In the final 10 minutes, Nunez scores to put an inch of pressure on ourselves, but we do win the game. 2-1 is the final score. 3 points. The fans know something we don't know. What do they know? What do the fans at Selhurst know? They've had their radios out, they're on their phone checking the results of the other games. The boys don't know quite yet. We don't know quite yet. We load back in to the screen. What will the results be elsewhere? What competition will we be playing in next season? Well, ladies and gentlemen, top 4 is ours. Results went our way. Every single thing that could possibly gone our way went our way. We are in the Champions League next season alongside City, Liverpool and Arsenal. 68 points is what we finished on. 67 for Leicester. 66 for both United. Oh no, sorry. Newcastle finished on 65. Obviously, United lost on the final day. Newcastle lost on the final day. And Leicester, I assume, also they drew on the final day. Everything that could have went our way, went our way. We picked up the 3 points we needed. And we did exactly what we needed to do. Champions League football will be here next season. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.